I don't tell you, say, people when they find you, make you not worry yourself about them. Don't disturb yourself about people that are not looking for you at all. Rodolph Inside has come out again. The Ikwere people are narrating their origin. Look at what they are saying.
Welcome to the Ikwere Social Awareness Forum today. What is your name, sir, and what is your position in Ikwere land?
My name is Dr. Okachukwu. I'm from Iwuronha. I'm a native of Ikwere from Iwuronha. I'm the president of Iwuronha Progressive Organization. I'm an astute lover of Ikwere. For some time, Ikwere people exchange goods through markets with IGBOS. The traders come here to buy goods from us, and we also send the same market to them. We've also bought IGBOS as slaves to be sold to the slave merchants onto the Europeans. So in that slave trade business, we later with them. The other one said that there were aborigines here, people who found themselves there, and they were the Akwa people who said we didn't migrate from anywhere. This is where we found ourselves. And nobody has been able to dispute them. We also have the Hausa, some people who are in Ikwere now, who are from Hausa, and Ikwere allowed them to stay in Alimini. Just like we allowed slaves, they were freed after the abolition of slave trade. We allowed our slaves, we allowed them to live amongst us, especially the Arons. We allowed them to live among us. We didn't meet them here. They met us here. But if they had been here, and then we now come to meet them, there's no way we would have been able to gain the ground of all the lands we have. It's not possible. They met us here. That's why they are our slaves. That's why we are their masters. Ikwere has never been a slave to any Aro man or any Igbo man. Never, never. I challenge the whole Igbo people. Tell me one Ikwere man that was your slave. I tell you my own. Because no Ikwere man of Ikwere full blood will agree to be Yohane the president. So he knew. And yet, he represented us in the Senate. In fact, Ikwere should sue him for that crime. What is the crime? You knew you are not an Ikwere man. You went and contested the election. We voted for you. We sent you to Senate. And in that Senate, all the resources you had access to were Ikwere resources. Didn't Ikwere ask him to refund them? He's owing us. Now, for me, as an Ikwere man, who I am is not about my language. It's about a piece of history that locates me. We as Ikwere people are proud that we have a history that has located us. Akpo, which Obogo is part of, say they didn't come from anywhere. Who will go and disprove it? Go and disprove them now. Me, my people, I'm from Akunde. Akunde, my progenitor, is from Omofondele. They bring themselves to Bini. How on earth can my language that I speak today be construed to be Igbo language, and therefore my name is Igbo? Doesn't make sense. Kenneth Okonkwo, is Kenneth Igbo name? Ask Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth, is Kenneth Igbo name? Let me challenge Igbo people. I'm going to challenge Kenneth Okonkwo. Tell us the history of Igbo. None of them can tell us the history of Igbo as we speak. They are arranging something. We know they are arranging something. We are waiting for them to bring it. Do you know that I did history in O-level? History of West Africa in O-level. The big three in Nigeria, the North has history. Because there was Kano Borno Empire. There was Kano Emirate. Okay? There was Sokoto Caliphate. These are organized societies. You go to the West, there was Oyo Empire. You go to the South, there was Bini Empire. Go to the East, Eastern Nigeria. Which empire can you see? None. All you hear is we're autonomous community. Is that history? How can somebody who doesn't have history want to claim another person who has history? It's not reasonable. It's not logical. It doesn't make sense. Like I said before the 19th century banishment of slavery in the whole world, the Ikweres were the middlemen between the Ijaw and Igbo land in slave trade. No Igbo man will move his slave or her slave from Igbo land straight to Bini. No. The middlemen are Ikwere people. So we had a lot of slaves, men with slaves. Look, in Emoha, we used to hear of Chief Osi. Osi had thousands of slaves who worked for him day in, day out. So, our slaves were all there. At times when they are good, you keep them. Those are not good, you sell them. You know, in those days, they used to bring out slaves every morning for sale, like commodity, in this Ikwere land. And who are those slaves? Igbos. No Ikwere man was put out for sale. We don't do that. It's not our culture. No. Long Juju of Arochukwu was busy producing slaves for us to buy, and we were buying them. So, after the abolition of slave trade, the Ikwere said, no. These people, what are we going to do with them? Let's locate them. Let's find a piece of land and give to them to stay. That was how the Amoda people were asked to stay between Obakere and Emoha. That was how Ishoko people say, you come and stay here. You have Azumi Ishoko today. Those are those slaves. They were never here before us. Never. Go to Ishoko. The current name of Ishoko is the 42nd. Ishoko has been existing since 11th, 10th century. Emo has been existing long ago. By the 12th, 13th century, there was no Igbo man here. Who were? There's no Igbo man in this place. It was much later, when interaction began closely, because we were close to them, proximity-wise. They began to find themselves here as workers, and then when slavery came, it became more. And we sold them very well. That is why it's difficult for an average Ikwere man to agree that he's an Igbo man. Because we give them a name. They have a name in Ikwere land. Isoma. Or very Soma. That bad maybe some among the summer. What's like possible? Man, I remember some among the summer. What's like possible? Some of the summer. So we gave them that name. They belong there. That's why we have kept them. But really, summer, they are our slaves, slave strangers in Ikwere land. Ethnic squabbles. This ethnic argument thing that people have been embarrassing us with. Beyond that, I think the right thing to do at this point in the life of Ikwere is to think of how to develop Ikwere. Right. So, if you check the way Rivers State has been developing, it's all about Ikwere land. Our lands, government have taken a lot of our lands and all of that. And no adequate compensation has been paid to our people to develop themselves. Secondly, if you look at the operation of companies in Ikwere land, we don't benefit maximally. We don't. If you come for job opportunities here, the Igbos, Yorubas, Hausa take up. You should change us. If you come to NDDC, how many people are in NDDC? Shell is not ready to hire any Ikwere man. If you make too much, they give you 1 or 2 positions. While the rest are Igbos and Yorubas. So as for Ikwere human capital development, it's nearly zero. All we're doing for ourselves is send our children to school. Personal efforts. But corporate and all of that is minimal. It's minimal. If you ask me, Nigeria's education system is unemployment creator. You are not going to school to come out and employ yourself and do things for yourself and move on. Talent development is zero. At the point of creation, God deposited in all of us different talents. And in those talents are works for you to do for God. We should discover them, equip them so that they can work. So, in Ikwere land, that is not there at all. In Nigeria, it's not there. So my view about Ikwere development is that we have to sit down, like we're doing IPO now. Sit down and look at who we are and tell government, this is the best way to go about our development. Our politicians. Look, the essence of politics is to improve the lives of the people. Invest in their resources and move them up. You don't continue to bring them down. The education system we're running now will help us. You should invest in talents of the people, invest in resources of the people. That way you can carry the people along as per economic growth.
This matter no go finish. I don't tell you, say, people when no they find you, make you not worry yourself about them. You are the one looking for them. You are the one trespassing your boundaries. This is what I've told you, that we are not part of your ethnic nationality. Language similarities is all over the part of the world. These people are not looking for you. You are the one going to disturb them. But these people keep disgracing you. The Ikwere people are on their own. They are a separate ethnic nationality. You don't have the right to be defining another person. You don't have that right to trespass your own boundary. You don't have right to teach people their history. They know their history. I don't understand why they fight for this Ikwere. All these are Ika, Ekpeye, Ogba. Waiting they find for them. Waiting they inside the one that they find. I don't really understand you guys. So look at how Ikwere people are coming out to disgrace you people online. After the people leave Ikwere people alone, you people refused. Let them be. Let Ikwere be Ikwere. Let Ika be Ika. Let Ogba be Ogba. Let Ukwani be Ukwani. You are trying to teach them history. How are you going to teach them their own history? You are the one even going to refer them to as subgroup. These are people who have their own separate identity. We have tribes that are similar, not only in Nigeria. Similar people, but they are not even the same ethnicity. Now, can you say Idoma is Igala just because they are similar? Have you ever seen the Igalas coming to drag the Idomas that, hey, you must be under Igala, whether you like it or not, you must be under Igala? What you are talking here is giving mutual respect to your neighbors, respecting your boundaries. That is what we have been saying here. Not these people that are practicing expansionist agenda. Let us respect ourselves. Let us respect our neighbors. Somebody saying na Ikwere man, you say no, you must be Igbo. If Ikwere man live in your own area now, begin to drag you now, say you must be Ikwere, how you go be? If you don't have an agenda, why will you leave your own area and be going to drag people in Ikwere? You are going to drag people in Ogba, Ekpeye, you are coming to Ika. What is your mission? What is your mission? That's what we have been asking you guys. Talking history of other people. When they have their own histories, let them speak for themselves. I don't tell you, no, they force your identity on people. See, this is not unity here. You know, go feel work. When I just be forcing yourself, respect your boundaries so that there will be peace. You say no, whether they like it or not. You know, go work like that. A lot of people now will say it's hate for Igbos. Let Ikwere be and let Ikwere be. Let Ogba be. Let Ekpeye be. You have no right to tell people history.